The Joe Rogan Experience.
More innocent.
I think Ridley Scott knows things and Cormac McCarthy know things about the world that they put on film before everything was known. Like, I think if that movie was released today, people would be like, yeah, that's what's happening today.
Yeah.
And so, they're putting people in sulfuric acid into milk, into drums.
What the fuck?
And shipping them around the world, as a joke. That's
in the film?
Yeah, there's all sorts.
Did you see the thing in the Epstein files?
Oh, yeah. Like those
ordered...
Epstein files. In fact, I can't believe that, like, everybody just kind of like, oh, okay, and they're moving on with their lives. Did you see that guy at the Atlanta airport flipping out, the well-dressed black dude who just freaks out in the Atlanta, just like a couple of days ago? I saw it on YouTube, and I saw it on Twitter or X. And this guy's just freaking out in the Atlanta airport. He's like, I read the Epstein files. Like, all of you, you're going about your lives like nothing's happening. Look at, you're all zombies. And he's right. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Everybody is just numb to everything. Like, dudes, we had a global pandemic, aliens, all these like revelations. People are, eating babies.
This is the guy?
Files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all.
And there's a longer version of that where he's basically like, you're all acting like nothing's happening. Like, what the fuck? You're all just pretending you're just drones going on in your normal lives.
People are waiting for a condensed version that lays out all the facts. It's the people that are like really interested in reading all the emails.
I think the Luciferians cast a spell on the world. And,
for real?
Oh, absolutely. It's just like how vampires can't go into a house unless they're invited. They tell you, what's going on ahead of time. It's predictive programming. And once you say it out loud and you put it out there and make fun of it and do a little skit like Stephen Colbert did a little skit on his show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, furnace and hands the baby over. And he's, oh, the baby's going to be fine. And they make a joke about it and the audience laughs. Okay, we're all now conditioned to it. We've all seen it. And by laughing at it, we're complicit.
You think that's on purpose, that this is like some sort of a grand design to get us to be desensitized to the idea of demons eating babies?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
For sure. And
who do you
by
think,
the way, nobody's doing anything about it. We know what's happening.
But that has to take, there has to be a person or some group of people.
Yeah, like about 8,500 people. Yeah.
That are manipulating the Colbert Show?
That are manipulating everything. It's all an illusion. Like, reality as we know it is fake. That's the revelation that guy is having. And he's looking around and he's like, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, the thing about the emails is, one of the things is it's just stuff written down. And so that's sort of hard to digest. Like, what is this? Like, what are they saying? Like, some of it is in code, like walking over beef jerky. Like talking about jerky, could you walk beef jerky over to this person? Like, what does that mean?
For all this pizza they're talking about,
right.
You never see any pizza.
Right. Yeah. They're ordering pizza.
I'm going to get some grape soda. It's like with my cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And like there's all this coded language and everyone's like, oh, that's you just have pareola. You're just seeing things where you want to see them.
No, this is clearly a code. Well, that was the thing about Pizzagate.
It's absolutely a code. And in fact, mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. It's a long-known concept. And so in Latin, mundus vult decipi means the world wants to be deceived. Ergo decipiatur. Therefore, it is. We want to be deceived. We don't want to believe the horrors that are actually behind the veil.
Well, I think with the Epstein files, people are, because of these emails that have been released, people are just now starting to be aware of the bizarreness of the code and some of the things, like the facts. Like, let's just talk about the sulfuric acid. So this was like right after he was indicted in 2018.
Yeah, I got to get rid of some bodies.
Yeah.
How much did dissolve up some bodies?
What did it say he ordered? Like, let's
like 8,000 gallons.
Half
Or
dozen 55
Maybe we can
gallon
get our
containers.
sponsor, Perplexity, to process this and give us a synopsis of what exactly happened, some sort of a breakdown. Because one of the things they're saying is like he was indicted, and then right after he's indicted, he orders how many gallons?
6 55-gallon containers full of sulfuric acid.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What? What?
they're eating babies, man. Like that's
Do you think so that you think is real? So
well, yeah. Not only that, I think that there's sacrifices going on every day in Los Angeles. I mean, allegedly, like high level musicians, let's say, high level female musician is like killing chickens every day, doing sacrifices, like
high level.
Well, I don't want
You
to
don't
say.
wanna
I don't want to
say
say
the name?
names because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want to be dead either.
What does it rhyme like?
Here's the purchase order. I started looking at the comments for some stuff. Not that this is the best answer, but a quick answer someone gives is that this could be for like a reverse osmosis water treatment system.
It's true. He is on an island.
He's on an
I mean,
island.
there's enough pushback because mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. But like the timing of all of that, like, where are the purchase orders for all of that sulfuric acid before then? Oh, no, I just want to put sulfuric acid into my swimming pool, muriatic acid.
Well, that's the question. Was there orders for sulfuric acid before this? If they do have a water treatment plant, how does sulfuric acid play into water treatment?
It says it here. It says it's commonly used. This explains it. I don't fucking know.
Okay. It says RO plant, reverse osmosis seawater desalination facility. Sulfuric acid is commonly used in the maintenance of such facilities. Not everything you don't understand adds up to the worst possible thing it could be. Deception.
Look, maybe they're all eating pizza and grape soda.
Who is that guy that's
How
saying
many
this?
billionaires do you know that sit down and eat lots of pizza and grape soda and ice cream?
This is weird.
And
It's a trial
gonna get
lawyer
me
who's
some
saying
chicken.
this.
I just that's why I just go with grain of salt. This is just a plausible answer. I don't know that it is the answer. It could even be wrong.
Okay,
but-
so does he have a desalination plant on the island?
Oh, it's a reverse.
Oh yeah, for
osmosis.
sure. He is. He
I
is
don't know
a.
if it's-
He had
yeah,
everything. He had a
reverse
dump and
osmosis,
like they had all sorts of stuff.
So that's
Tunnels and
so they were using that. So they were taking seawater and converting it into fresh water
Yeah.
for what? For irrigation or for drinking? For all the above?
One similar email that he wrote to someone said that like around his island is like Damascus, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He was like, you go explore buried shit around my island, or what? What else could he mean by that?
Huh? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
A lot of things you don't
they
know
say
what
a
they
lot of things, and they're not really coding it very much.
Well, the code, it's glaringly obvious when they say pizza and when they say jerky. That's
Yeah.
glaringly
Listen,
obvious.
last time
How
I
do you
would-
walk jerky?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
It's
why,
not
and why
like-
do I need a chilled container to,
Right.
A chilled bag or whatever they say?
Jesus Christ.
And
So you think they're eating babies?
oh yeah, I absolutely believe that.
You should get together with Kurt Metzger. You two would go crazy.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Well,
I think this dates back like a long time. This is Moloch worship.
Well, there was the other email that said, "Thank you for the torture video. I enjoyed the torture video."
Yeah, and it's like people just they
But
don't
that is
they
so-
don't want to accept it. Like
But
people
that one
don't
is the
want to believe it. They
craziest.
don't want to accept it.
Okay, some commentary notes that a remote island with water treatment and energy systems could plausibly stockpile such quantities for 1 to 2 years of operations, although others argue that using it directly for reverse osmosis, as stated in one social post, is technically questionable for membrane health. Highly corrosive, strong mineral acid that can severely burn skin, eyes, dehydrate, and char organic material, which is why it features in both legitimate industrial processes and in darker hypotheticals online.
Darker hypotheticals.
Darker hypotheticals is where
Yeah.
I'm leaning.
Yeah.
When you get indicted for sex trafficking and then you order 6 drums of sulfuric acid right away, are you really worried about your reverse osmosis plant right after you get indicted? I feel like you're going to
If it
jail.
looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
It's probably a duck.